Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018, keep going to say 17, with Rangers. We're playing Hamilton today at New Douglas Park. We're looking to follow up on our magnificent Old Firm derby victory over Celtic last time out. We are 5 points clear currently of our Glasgow rivals. So, Jack Alnwick unfortunately injured and unable to resume his duties on the bench today, so we are going to have to we're going to have to introduce to the bench, we're going to have to put Liam Kelly on. Where the hell's my tactics button? There we go. So Jack Alnwick out for Liam Kelly in terms of the bench. Everything else pretty much just as is. Nobody we really need to bring on. Okay, Danny Candeas had a tight hamstring, but he seems to have recovered and is able to take his place on the pitch. So the squad for this one: Fodringham, Tavernier, Alves, Cardoso, Knudsen, Jack, Dorrans, Candeas, Pena, Windass, who's done really well since coming in for the injured Delcio, and Alfredo Morelos up front. So that'll be that. We're going to go with that lineup, and we're taking that away to Hamilton. They're going 4-1-4-1. They played pretty well against us in a cup game, which we just managed to dig out a result in. So here's hoping. We'll passionately tell them we've been on a good run and let them go out and impress us, as we usually do. We will encourage the team. Koulibaly is actually starting this game with an injury. Ball goes to Massimo Donati, former Celtic player. We usually come out the traps flying, so Hamilton have done very well to actually suffocate us early doors. B.A.B. is on for Koulibaly. Never heard of the guy in my life, but that I'm going to guess is his name. Ryan Jack goes skating across the floor, and for the former Celtic man, Massimo Donati is off for a two-footed lunge. Darian McKinnon is on for Lewis Longridge, and obviously they're going to change to a more narrow formation now to try and stop us, but against 10 men we should absolutely crush them. Thrown in by Knudsen, headed away. Morelos has a chance to shoot, should go back across the goalkeeper. Ugh, I don't need to tell Alfredo Morelos how to finish. It's 1-0 to Rangers, 22 minutes gone. Hamilton with the 10 men, and it doesn't look good for them, you have to say. Morelos, an absolute beast in this game. I don't imagine we'll manage to keep him for too long if he keeps scoring like this. Candeas' corner headed away by Thomas. Ali Crawford will chase, but he will not get to it before Dorrans, who can find Candeas. Acres of space to whip the ball into, rushing out, far too long taking to get there. Great challenge actually by Saris on Morelos to stop him getting in front. McMahon goes long. Bruno Alves to Dorrans now. Pena, easy ball to Candeas, is on. He plays it to Candeas. Whips it in, and it's one of those stupid ones where the goalkeeper flaps. Tavernier's on his bike here. Ryan Jack should be able to find him. Ryan Jack, no, doesn't fancy it. Dorrans forward for Tavernier. Can he help it in? Whipped across. Near a dog barking. So, coming up near half time now, 1 up, playing against 10 men. I thoroughly expect us to be able to see this one out rather comfortably. There'll be a couple of changes actually at half time to reflect that, especially if we can make it 2-0 now. Bruno Alves heading it forward to Candeas, playing it to Pena now. He goes out wide to Candeas. It's a nice touch. Can he angle one in early or take on his man? He's going to take on his man, beats McMahon, stands one up in Woods, flaps it over the bar. My patience is wearing really, really thin with those stupid highlights where it's across the keeper flaps at. The Goalkeepers Union should be on to SI Games about this because it's quite insulting, to be frank. Alves to Candeas now. Inside to Pena. The 3 allotted minutes for added time has passed, but we're going to have a chance here. Pena forward to Candeas. Leaves his man literally standing. Morelos gets across the defender. Makes it 2-0 before half time. That'll be game over. And we can bring on some rotational players. Probably use all 3 substitutes actually here at half time to give 45 minutes to some rotational lads. We've absolutely destroyed them in the first half. Ali Crawford off for Grant Gillespie. They're just going to probably try and shut up and stop a cricket scoreline here. I'm passionately very happy, obviously. We're completely bossing this one. I'm going to bring on Nemani for Candeas. I'm going to bring Baronas on for Dorrans. And I'm actually going to bring on Kenny Miller for Windass. I was going to bring him on for Morelos there, then I realised he was on a hat-trick. So we'll let Morelos continue. 40 minutes now left for Hamilton to endure, I would probably say. No shots for Hamilton. Oh, there we go, they got 1 now. 7 shots for herself, of which 2 have resulted in goals. Motherwell 1-0 up through Ryan Bowman at Fir Park. And you've got to give Hamilton some credit actually now. 70 minutes gone, and we haven't looked like adding to the 2-0 from the first half. It's forward to Nemani now. Can he... Bloody hell, Partick are ahead 2-1 now. Can Nemani force his way into our plans? He's whipped it in. The goalkeeper's clawed it over the bar. In by Baronas, it will be cleared away, you would think. Docherty gets it out. Skondras hunting it, and there's about 19 minutes left now. This is going to be another short sort of pocket episode where we only play 1 game just now. The Hamilton game will be all that is featured in this episode. Just trying out some shorter ones as Motherwell equalise through Ryan Bowman's second of the day. Trying out a couple of shorter episodes and see how that goes. I know sometimes the 20-25 minute long episodes are a bit hard to digest in one sitting, as Bruno Alves puts the boot into the Hamilton boy. 10 seconds remaining. I think there's probably not going to be even a chance to take this for Hamilton. Is the referee going to call time now? 10 seconds over the allotted 1 minute. Docherty's actually taking his time now. Hamilton are just trying to escape with their dignity here, which, you know, second half they've done very well actually with 10 men. The referee decides not to let them take it. Whistle goes. 2-0, 2 goals from Morelos. And an easy 3 points. Team looking delighted, in high spirits, and that makes us 8 for 8 in terms of the league games. Partick Thistle actually end up getting the 3-2 win at Fir Park, and we're just waiting now to see what goes down in the game with Celtic. Wallace wants first team football. Knudson's playing too well in your position. He's going to be more patient. I like that, but I think ultimately he'll probably leave the club. He's not just going to want to sit around on the bench, the captain. So Celtic are tomorrow then. They're Sunday against Neil Lennon's Hibernian. That'll be an interesting game at Parkhead. Obviously in reality, Hibs came away with a point from that one. Let's see if they can do the same for us here. Okay, Morelos Player of the Month and Young Player of the Month. Baronas training well. I assume I'll be Manager of the Month, absolutely. We're just going to see what's going to happen now in this Celtic versus Hibs game. And 1-1, there you go. Neil Lennon doing a job for us. Celtic are now 7 points behind us, and I'm really confident we're going to win this title. But that's going to be it for this episode. We are away in Perth against St Johnstone next time, and we will be hosting Aberdeen at Ibrox. So 2 really important games there. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, drop down below and leave a like, be greatly appreciated. And you can also subscribe to the channel if you want to follow the series, or in fact our AC Milan series we also have going on the channel. But overall, just thank you for watching the videos, and I'll see you next time when we play St Johnstone and Aberdeen.